have been well trained.
No.
You don't have to carry a sword to be powerful.
I won't fail you.
Or do not.
I'm not afraid.
There is no try.
Again, we have Thomas for a repeat appearance here on the stream. Third time today we've seen this deck. On the right, we have Joe, also known as Honestly Sarcastic, from the Hyperloops. On the right. Now, Joe is playing that, probably a variation on that OTK deck that has made the rounds recently. It'll be interesting to see him pilot this as a deck that I am sure he's got tons of practice on, and it'll be interesting to see how this one plays out. We already saw an ID9 Secret Droid in his hand already, which is a great start for the round for him. Also see a doubt in there, so he's got some control right off the bat. We're going to go first with Joe's battlefield. Allowing Thomas to get the shield, so we're going to start with that Secret Droid. Why not? All right, Thomas rolling in Ciena after rolling in the placing down the holdout blaster first on Balatik. So a great first showing here. And Ciena going ahead and Seventh Sister rolling in, and of course Seventh Sister's ability able to bring in that extra ID9 droid into the pool, rolling in. So ID9 is showing the X melee. One resource, one disrupt on Seventh Sister, and then the blank on the additional ID9 droid, which is being put off to the side to make sure that different die are kept separate for the different cards. In case that has any sort of relevance on gameplay, of course, if that blank ID9 is removed, it is removed and cannot be re-rolled in. All right, Joe's playing Trust Your Instincts. To reroll 2 dice. And then to draw a card. All right, he doesn't like you to get rid of the ID9. We're going to do the 1 disrupt. And then there goes our little toy blaster on Balatik. Always nice to have more guns there. And it looks like we are playing Aftermath, if I'm not mistaken. I may be mistaken. Half the card and the glare on the title. So Sarah's going to tell me in a minute what that card is when someone on the stream chat tells me exactly what that card is that I can only see half of. Oh, it is Aftermath, see? I sort of know what I'm talking about sometimes. Balatik for 1 damage. Thomas is going to grab the shield on Bala. Joe's already got a Rise Again in his hand, as well as we're going to play Doubt on the holdout blaster. Which rolled into a blank, so that was removed, which is a good there. Rolling in Nightsista with the 1 disrupt, and Joe's going to roll in his Nightsista, which gets the 1 damage. For those of you who've been asking on the stream, we've gotten our hands on all the deck lists, so we're slowly getting you guys a list of what's here. Lots of Po Hondo, it seems. Some other decks that we'll let you know as soon as we get this list completed, and then we'll post it to our Facebook page as well once we have the entire list.
Phasma and Boba Fett too. That's another.
Phasma Boba Fett?
Yeah.
2-player Phasma? I'm assuming it would be.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
2-player.
Interesting.
Yeah, a lot of those.
All right, Thomas dropping down backup muscle. We're all pretty used to Thomas's gameplay at this point in time. Going to reroll Ciena's die. Taking much out of that, we will do 1 damage to the Seventh Sister. Too many sisters out on the table. Girl power deck. Using Nightsister's ability to reroll Bala's die, got the resource, and we're ready for the next round.
They're making fun of the shuffling too. That's what I would do.
All right, Joe's going to go ahead and do a lightsaber pull to get that blue weapon out, and we got the Ancient Saber, which will be good to, I would assume, keep Seventh Sister alive just a little bit longer. Got the deck.
Hi. What are you doing? Uh-oh. What was... Do you need it?
What napkin is it?
What?
Strawberry basket.
Yeah.
Can you toss it back up here?
Yeah, let me try. Okay.
Ow. What's the chances?
Some antics in the background here. All right, Ciena resolving the range damage over there, both on herself and the X8. I'm going to go ahead and roll in Seventh Sister. Roll in the ID9 as well. We got 2 ID9s on the table. We've got Seventh Sister. Of course, the goal here is keep Seventh Sister as long as possible to set up the 1-turn kill combo, getting multiple activations on Seventh Sister in 1 turn to get those ID9s into a crazy amount of damage, resolving all at once. Going to use Nightsister's ability to Guardian the 1 range damage over there, which prevents that modified 2 from being resolved. Great play, well thought through on Joe's part. Rolling a Nightsister and rolling a big old blank. Of course, we thank everybody out there for following our coverage of this event today. If you like the coverage you see here, just hit a follow button on the Twitch, or even subscribe if you feel so kind to do so. Amazon Prime users get to subscribe to 1 channel for free per month. Rerolling the die to try and get some action here. Of course, we got the focus on the 1 ID9, which can turn into. Let's see, we only have 2 ID9s on the table at this point, so. Those X's are only worth 2 right now. We also have the 1 melee, 1 melee, 1 melee. So I got 3 melee damage showing across 4 dice, or across 3 dice, and then the 1 range over on the Nightsister. So Lots of little pings, but maybe not quite enough to tear through the 5-die villain here on the left. Flip, 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 flip. There's your flipping sound effects for you guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Because, Joe's thinking. Joe's thinking real hard. And I'm trying to figure out what that red card is in his hand. He's got a Rise Again. He's got, oh, I can sort of see it. Leadership. Oh, he's got Leadership in his hand. Well, is it time for Leadership? I don't think so. So we're going to focus 2 die. Well, there you go. Ancient Saber not only keeps Seventh Sister alive, but has that wonderful modified 3-side on it. So now we have 5 melee showing and 2 range, which is still a great shot there. And we're re-rolling. Not awful. Still got some range damage showing. That was the Nightsister's ability that allowed him to do that if you missed that play. 2 damage Nightsister, trying to get rid of that control monger over there. It's actually probably a good play to go after that card first, because that is the one card that can kind of wreck all your plans. And eBala scary, of course, with the additional activation, but as you can see here, it may not be that much of an issue. Ciena's just sitting over there for slotting in with that extra 2 dice over there, and gives you access to the red cards. Otherwise, her ability is not really being utilized in this particular build. I'm going to discard and reroll. Into some pretty good range damage there. Ciena's going to roll a resource. A little surprised that Joe hasn't decided to resolve all his die yet. I guess he's can't use Leadership at this point because Ciena's already been activated. Alright. Kill the Nightsister. He knew that was coming, so of course, using Nightsister's ability to get one more reroll for freebies was kind of not so bad. But now an extra damage will be going towards someone. In this case, it's going to be eBala. And now we have essentially a 1 shield showing and the 1 resource over there in Ciena. Lots of damage mitigation or healing cards over here on the right. Of course, we got Rise Again we can see in Joe's hand, as well as Force Illusion to help prevent some of that damage. And then, waiting to play that Leadership at the right moment to get an additional ID9 out to keep this exciting, of course. And there goes the Force Illusion. So Seventh Sister sitting on 3 damage, 1 shield. Nightsister, 1 damage. Ciena, 1 damage. That's unfortunate about that glare. I apologize, guys. For those of you just joining, we are at the 3rd game of the Swiss rounds for Highlander Games Regional Championship, Boonton, New Jersey. There were 7 rounds today, and we believe there are 74 players. I think I said 75 earlier, but the number seems to be 74. So, my bad. There is 75. I've just been confirmed by the gentleman who just walked by. There are 75 players. I was right. Someone else was wrong. What's 1 player between friends? Perfect. My wife is going on a mission to find out the correct information. Did you get all the deck lists too? So we have all 75 deck lists as well. We're counting to make sure we have all of them in front of us. It's very exciting. All right. Joe's got a fair amount of damage showing. Got, of course, a total of 4 melee damage. Essentially an X shield and an X discard. And then 1 resource. Bala rolling in to some pretty good range damage there. So there's 6 range damage showing on Bala's side. Does have the resource to pay. We have the focus. And then we just baited and switched, I do believe. Is he going to go after it? It's going to resolve all the range damage at once. That's the question. 6 damage is being resolved to the Nightsista all at once, and Nightsista is also gone. So both players choosing to go after that Nightsista early. I think in this.
They're all separate. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. One to her and then one to her.
Going after Nightsista in that turn was a kind of easy picking. So you get one character off the field. Also that character that can provide the most inconsistency for your opponent. It's good control. It is it's messy control, but it's an option. All right. So Joe is going to discard 2 cards from Thomas's hand. We choose those 2 and got rid of, that was good, a flank and a force illusion. We got that extra activation on Bala from a discard from destroying Nightsister. So Bala has rolled in a total of 5 range damage and a shield. Seventh Sister has chosen to take a shield, trying to prevent a little bit more of that damage from coming her way. That Force Illusion is still sitting there, kind of biding its time until the appropriate amount of damage can be mitigated. Hopefully, I think you have to look at the value of Force Illusion, how much damage you want it to protect. I guess it all depends on what state of the game you're in. 2 damage is probably okay. 3 would be better. So we are going to go ahead and do leadership to exhaust Ciena and activate, or ready, Seventh Sister. So Seventh Sister is going to get another activation. Nervous about using that Force Illusion, hopefully not discarding one of those cards he wants. Enrage. 1 damage to gain a resource. Are we going to do it? He enraged for a resource, and it feels like it's hard to tell how many resources are up there. I do believe it's probably up. So we're going to rise again, get rid of all that, and then he's going to find an upgrade. Maul Saber. Perfect. So just some more raw power out there, which is great. And then you get the added ability of Maul Saber. Which you have to pardon me, my knowledge of Legacy's cards is still on the... I haven't played with Maul Saber yet, so I'm pulling it up right now just to make sure I know what I'm talking about. Power action. If an opponent has no shields on all of their characters roll this die into your pool. All right, killing off Bala here with that move.
I did that bad too. I could have re-rolled out small saber. I'm awful.
I think you're okay.
I'm an okay player. Oh yeah. That's why I was saying.
Yeah, I got you.
Ah.
I'm sorry, guys. I failed you. I'm still not used to this in real life.
Do you play a stack a lot?
This version, no, in general, this thing is, I could play.
Yeah, we saw 2 great wins from Thomas earlier today. It seems like Joe's probably going to take him out on this particular game. Ciena's 9 health, so 1 damage left. We'll get rid of her. Seventh Sister and Ciena on the right definitely have plenty of health to outlast whatever. Can you mitigate the one? What do we got? It's off the table and it's a blank. Can you mitigate the one? Ancient Saber, doesn't matter. That's a good question. I think Thomas, we've seen Thomas, he plays out everything and doesn't slow down. So he doesn't like you to get rid of the 1 melee. Just a little over 13 minutes left in the round. He's gonna Joe's gonna probe.
Friends in other places, sorry.
2 cards. Discard the flank. Flip, flip, flip. Flip, flip, flip. We should do commentary with nothing but sound effects. Now, Ciena's got a fair amount of damage showing over there. It looks like 5 total. That's not enough to do too much harm, but especially this board state where we're at, the best defense. Take 3 damage on Ciena, and it's going to remove the 2 blacks. Oh, nope. Remove the X8 and the hold-on blaster, leaving 1 range damage showing. And bait and switch. Turn the 1 resource to a 2, modify 2 on Ciena, which then does 3 damage to Seventh Sister. Joe rolls in Ciena for a resource. Thomas backup muscles for another damage. And Joe rerolls everything. Discard. That's wow. That's a lot of damage showing there. 7 and a 2. Whatever. That doesn't even matter. Great job from Joe showing us the power of this deck. We still didn't get a look at. Of course, we know this deck has strong potential to really have some high swinging power. He didn't quite pull that one off in this one, but it didn't really matter. There was enough kind of mid-range power as the deck went on to win. So, of course, any games you see here on the stream will be the undefeated players, unless something crazy happens with Swiss in the 7th round. So this will probably be Thomas's last time on the stream until the top 8 cut. If he can manage to get into the top 8, we may see Joe again. But a great showing from both these players. If you're enjoying the coverage you see here, please hit a follow down the bottom. Thanks for everyone who has followed thus far. If you are feeling so generous or you have an Amazon Prime account and want to have us be your free subscriber for the month, then hit the subscribe button at the top. We'd really appreciate it. You want to hang out with the HQ family on the Hangout? We have a Patreon, but for all of you folks who like making your own playmats, Ain't Gaming is offering a promo code ChanceKeep12. That'll give you 12% off your entire Ain't Gaming order. You can get their little Blueprint Destiny one. Our 2-player map that you see in the stream here is also for sale. So you're welcome to check those guys out. And as always, keep watching here for more content.